A book is like a bridge for a problem to a solution, and a platform for lies and truth. I read good books to feel more connected to the greater reality of what has happened, or is happening, or may happen outside of our direct experiences. I read to assure myself that the search for meaning is relentless, to discover the consequences of actions without bearing any of the responsibility. On May the 10th, 1933, under the Nazi regime, is perhaps the most famous book burning in history. Book burning refers to the ritual destruction, by fire, of books or other written materials. Usually carried out in public context, it represents an element of censorship and usually proceeds from a cultural, religious, or political opposition. During the Nazi era, many artists, writers, and scientists were banned from working and publication. Their works could no longer be found in libraries, schools, or universities. They burned all books. It represented a culmination of the persecution of those authors whose written opinions were opposed to Nazi ideology. This means, by reading high-minded books, you could get a deep knowledge, facts, and hidden information that might answer your questions in life. For the last 6 years, I have been continuously reading literature, and this has tremendously helped me improve my life and perception. Reading good books can change your life 360 degrees. It can stimulate your brain function, give you knowledge, intelligence, expand your vocabulary, and feed your imagination. I will tell you a brief story about how my friend also changed his life. When he was in college, he always invited me to go to a party after school, but I continuously ignored him because I know my limits and priorities. He was drunk every time he came to the house after the party, and that's the reason why he was always late getting to school each day. He was very happy at that time, and he wished that happiness would last forever. But sadly, that's impossible. He felt that his life had no direction. He was happy outside, but inside he was very sad. He used alcohol to bring him a source of happiness, which only lasted for a very short time. One day, he asked me, how can he change his life? And I told him, if you want to change your life, change the way you think. You can change your reality by just reading books. At first, he didn't believe me. He found it really boring and unexciting. He continued his old behaviour. A month later, he and his girlfriend watched a movie, The Book Thief. It's a 2013 war drama film directed by Brian Percival. The film is about a young girl living with her adoptive German family during the Nazi era. After he watched this movie, the film inspired him a lot, and he realised how important books are in our lives. The Nazi era is the most famous book burning in history. Books have ideas and knowledge which is a threat to the government. The government can better control a dumb society. Ideas and knowledge make people question how things are and make people see the faults in the world. Lack of knowledge enables ignorance. Ignorance creates people who are easier to control. 2 days after watching the film, he started to read books and make it a daily habit. A few months after that, I recognised that he was totally changed. No more parties every day, getting drunk and getting late to school was gone. He now had full control of his ego. He told me he finally finds his lasting happiness and inner peace. He is now a certified chef in a luxury cruise ship, and he still reads books while travelling the world. In life, if you really want to change your reality and you don't know where to start, why not try to find the answers from the experiences of others? Reading good books is like engaging in a conversation with the most cultivated minds of past centuries, or rather taking in a well-conducted dialogue in which such minds reveal to us only the best of their thoughts. If you have enjoyed this video and you're inspired by what you've seen, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Let's change the world together.